Wellness means to me that I'm in a healthy space to interact with my community, my family, and my loved ones, friends, etc., with feeling at peace. Hi, my name is Michele Delgado, founder and CEO of Hartmetrics Consulting and Coaching, and I work with mostly women, but I work with people who are impacted by imposter syndrome that are stuck, and I help them move through and propel so that they can find joy and inner peace and be more vocal with their voice. All three combined, but if I had to choose, I would say mental wellness, and here's why. The brain and our thoughts are so powerful that they can even impact our physical being. If we have strong, solid mental wellness, we can have better physical wellness. And financial is just another energy that we kind of incorporate in. But without those first two, financial wellness is really low on the totem pole for me. I'm definitely someone who is impacted by the energy that I have with financial wellness. I never have enough, even though I do. So I have to remind myself that whatever I have now is exactly what I need. I'm not out on the street. My family is taken care of. I have to remind myself that it's just another means to be able to navigate in the world. I am an American woman born and raised here. I'm second generation, but I come from Latin descent. And so if I can elaborate a little bit, I just recently found a story that was written by my mom that talked about who she was growing up and how it would have explained more about my own childhood. The story was labeled Dark Baby. Our family comes from a lot of different cultural backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds. Her father, my grandfather, was Jamaican, but he was considered white because he was very fair skinned. Whereas my grandmother was indigo, as dark as my hair. And so some of that shame followed through the ribbon of, the DNA and the conversation that you have with yourself. And so one of the things that they said that came up in this story was that we are not Black, even though if you have a spot of color in your skin, you are considered that ethnicity. We are not Black, we are considered Latin. That has been the conversation that I've continued. People have asked me, oh, I'm not Black, I'm Latin, I'm Spanish, I'm a Latin descent. I've even joked and said, oh, I could pick an island. I'm from many different Caribbean islands. So it's still a work in progress, but yeah, I think that in this space of being a Latina, there's questions, there's push and pull of who we really are. If somebody was walking down the street and wanted to, it's a confident woman who is comfortable with who they are, and every now and then has some self-doubt. But I think that's the essence of who I am. I'm a confident woman, not afraid to be embarrassed by things. And that's kind of how I would say I would describe myself. The first thing that comes to mind when you ask that question is the biases that people have with women who walk very confidently, the biases that people have with women of color. I don't know whether it's their own judging that's happening or their fear, but I think that they would see that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be who you are and be original and authentic.